Deadly Moroccan earthquake leaves survivors struggling in high Atlas Mountains. President Biden's Vietnam visit signals strategic shift in Southeast Asia. Key absences and geopolitical implications. G20 Summit insights. Concerns rise as Kim Jong Un plans Russia visit amid Ukraine conflict. Fugitive escapes Pennsylvania prison. Sightings and guard termination. Emergency evacuation. Air China flight fire at Singapore's Changi Airport. Survivors of the Moroccan earthquake spent a night exposed to the elements in the high Atlas Mountains, following the deadliest earthquake in the country in over 6 decades. The earthquake, which struck late on Friday, claimed the lives of over 2,000 people and caused widespread destruction in villages. In the aftermath of the quake, local residents continued to search for survivors in the mountainous terrain. Many houses made of mud brick, stone, and rudimentary wood were severely damaged, and mosque minarets had collapsed. The village of Asni, located approximately 40 kilometers south of Marrakech, saw nearly all its houses damaged. Villagers were forced to spend the night outdoors, as the roofs of their homes had collapsed, making food scarce. The earthquake's tremors were felt as far away as southern Spain, in cities such as Huelva and Jaén. The World Health Organization reported that over 300,000 people were affected in Marrakech and the surrounding areas. During the G20 Summit in New Delhi, the leaders of the United States, China, and Russia made significant decisions regarding their attendance. While President Biden aimed to counter Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific and increase pressure on Russia regarding the Ukraine conflict, both President Xi Jinping of China and President Vladimir Putin of Russia opted not to attend. China and Russia sent representatives to the summit, but their leaders' absence raised questions. Possible reasons for Xi's absence include domestic economic concerns and a desire to snub Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi due to a border dispute. Without Xi, discussions on various issues, including trade in the South China Sea, may be more challenging. Biden expressed disappointment at Xi's absence and has concerns that China could supply weapons to Russia, potentially tilting the Ukraine conflict. President Joe Biden's visit to Vietnam this weekend may be short, but it has major implications for American efforts to push back against China. Vietnam, a one-party communist state that borders China, has emerged as one of the United States' most important partners in Southeast Asia, a region on the front line of the competition between the world's 2 largest economies. The upgrade is a big diplomatic victory for the U.S., said Alexander Vuving, a professor at the Daniel K. Inouye Asia-Pacific Center for Security Studies in Honolulu. It sends the message that the U.S. is able to attract many important countries in the region, even Vietnam, which is ruled by the Communist Party and which is thought to be close to China, he said. The Kremlin has announced that Kim Jong Un is planning to visit Russia, raising concerns in the West that North Korea's leader might offer military support to President Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine. Recent reports from U.S. officials indicated that potential arms sales from North Korea to Moscow were discussed during Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu's visit to Pyongyang earlier this summer. It is likely that these discussions will continue, possibly involving high-level diplomatic engagement in Russia. As Kyiv has been urging its Western allies to continue providing military assistance, Russia, feeling increasingly isolated, has been exploring alternative sources for arms, including Iran and North Korea. Moscow seeks these new arms supplies to sustain its ongoing attacks on Ukrainian towns and cities. These potential talks with North Korea about arms come at a crucial juncture for Ukraine's counteroffensive, which could be affected by changing weather conditions, although Kyiv has pledged to continue its efforts regardless. Passengers on an Air China flight had to be evacuated upon arrival in Singapore due to a fire in one of the plane's engines. As a result, Changi Airport was closed for 3 hours on Sunday. Videos shared on social media depicted passengers using emergency exit slides to exit the aircraft, while a dark plume of smoke emanated from the still-burning engine. Interior photos of the plane revealed a smoky cabin and smoke-filled aisles. The fire in the left engine was eventually extinguished approximately 10 minutes later. 9 passengers suffered minor injuries, primarily related to smoke inhalation and abrasions during the evacuation process. According to Air China's statement on Weibo, Flight K403, traveling from Chengdu Chanfu Airport in China to Singapore Changi Airport, experienced smoke in the cabin of the A320neo aircraft before landing. Tonello Cavalcante, An escaped prisoner serving a life sentence for fatally stabbing his ex-girlfriend was sighted twice on Friday in the search area within Chester County, Pennsylvania. Officials are narrowing down their search zone, and these sightings occurred in the vicinity of Longwood Gardens, a public area in the county. Cavalcante managed to escape from Chester County Prison in Pocopson Township on August 31st. Subsequently, a prison guard who was on duty during the escape has been terminated from their position, as they violated prison rules by having a cell phone in the tower. Stay up to date with the latest news and never miss a beat. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of informed viewers.